A Tulsa Christmas tradition continues with a show at the Mabee Center. Musician Grady Nichols joins us this morning for a preview of next week's performance.
A little spring-like day underway, but clouds are starting to thicken up and a system is on the way. We'll take a look at when big coats are coming back out.
We're back with Friday Flicks this week. We're watching a movie based on the true story of Venus and Serena Williams' father. It's called King Richard.
I'm Meredith McCown. Chris Kindlemarkt kicks off in an hour. We're showing you around the German Christmas market and trying some of the tasty treats.
I love you. I love
this
you.
little boy trying to get in the last word as his big brother heads back to college. We'll show you more of the adorable video of their long and loving goodbye.
Oklahoma's own News on 6 starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News on 6 at 9 a.m. I love you. I'm Leanne Taylor.
I'm Dave Davis.
I'm Alan Cronin. It's like, you go, no, you stay. You hang up first, I'll hang up now.
Precious, you just want to pinch those little cheeks. You understand? Brother's going away for a while.
That's right.
A lot coming up this morning. We got great music right around the corner. We've got some good weather today, but it's going to change a little bit. You may have noticed in the last hour or two that what appears to be a kind of hazy sky starting to develop, that is low-level moisture that is moving back from Texas across Oklahoma, and a south breeze at around 10 miles per hour. It's nothing too significant, but it gets us set for the possibility for a shower or two into the weekend, and storm chances Sunday night across far east central and southern Oklahoma. Now, we still have sunshine right now in the northern sections of the state, but we'll have cloud cover kind of thickening up over the next several hours. By afternoon and early evening, it should turn mostly cloudy for most of the region. This morning, here's Gathering Place. It still looks very pretty, always looks pretty. Temperatures right now close to 60 degrees south of I-40. We have a broad range. So here's the satellite composite. So this is the visible satellite imagery. As the sun comes up, then we get to see what's out here. And we got a lot of cloud cover near and south of Oklahoma City to Ardmore, from Tulsa south. And again, that's advancing to the north right now. The temperatures underneath that cloud deck, lower 60s. Ahead of it, it's 48 in Bartlesville, 50 right now in Stillwater. The winds are pretty light, but they're out of the south. Later today, they're going to drop out of the north. Temperatures this afternoon, 74 to 75 for Tulsa, 78 in Ada, an 80-degree day again. Some record highs once again across northern and eastern Oklahoma. Then tomorrow it will change again. High temperatures, a mixture of upper 50s, 60s, and lower 70s. So it's going to bring some changes into the region. I'll have more about some colder weather and shower and storm chances in a few minutes.
Thank you, Alan. Tulsa police are investigating after they found human remains inside a house that caught fire this morning near 5th and South Utica.
Investigators tell us, though, that the person they found did not die from that fire. News on 6's Johnny Resendez is still on the scene for us and has details. Johnny?
Well, guys, most of the fire trucks have been long gone by now, but TPD is still here investigating after firefighters said they found a body inside the house. Now, TPD says the fire and the human remains are not related. They say they think the remains have been there well before the fire and that the house looked abandoned. Now, medical examiners are here and they are investigating the human remains. Some firefighters are still on scene right now and are also investigating the exact cause of the fire. And police say they're going to be here for the better part of the afternoon. We're going to follow the story a little bit more and try to get as much updates as we can and share them with you as soon as we do get them. Reporting live in Tulsa, Johnny Resendez, Oklahoma's own News on 6.
Thank you, Johnny. Tulsa police are investigating after they say a woman ran off the road and crashed her car into a creek early this morning. Now, it happened near 56th Street North and MLK Boulevard around 4:30 a.m. Tulsa police say the woman was able to get out of the vehicle somehow and walk home where she lives nearby. Officers say the woman is okay and only has minor injuries. The street was blocked off for about an hour but is now back open.
First Lady Dr. Jill Biden is set to make a stop in Oklahoma today. She plans to visit a school right here in Green Country. The White House says Dr. Biden and the Secretary of the Interior, Deb Haaland, will arrive here, Tulsa International Airport, around 2:15 this afternoon. They're headed to Tahlequah then to visit the Cherokee Immersion School, about an hour drive, where the First Lady will talk about the importance of preserving native languages. It's unclear what time the First Lady is supposed to return to Tulsa and depart back to D.C. after her visit. News on 6. We'll have live coverage of the First Lady's visit to Oklahoma the moment she touches down at Tulsa International Airport. Download our free News on 6 app for updates.
Governor Stitt and Oklahoma Attorney General John O'Connor are suing the Biden administration over its vaccine mandate for service members. John O'Connor is asking for a temporary restraining order or an injunction to stop enforcement of that mandate. This after the Department of Defense denied a request from the governor asking that the Oklahoma National Guard be exempt from vaccine mandates.
And this is a larger point that a vaccinated force is a more ready force. And just take a look at what the National Guard has done in just the last year alone.
The DOD says jobs could be at risk for Guard members who do not get their vaccines by the June 30th deadline.
COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations are spiking across Oklahoma this week. The state health department reported more than 1,500 new cases on Thursday, bringing the state's 7-day average up to 852. State epidemiologist Julianne Stone says we are seeing a rise in hospitalizations due to a bump in cases last month.
Hospitalization is what we call a lagging indicator. So, in the middle of November, what I talked about earlier, we did start seeing our cases increase a little bit. Now they've plateaued, and this might be just in response to that increase of cases that we've, slowly been seeing over the month.
Health experts are urging more people to get vaccinated or get the booster shot.
While this may be highly transmissible, at least from the early evidence, and again, more information is still forthcoming, we want people to know that the early cases that have arisen are not life-threatening. They seem to be minor cases.
At least 5 states are now reporting confirmed cases of the COVID-19 Omicron variant. Yesterday, New York, Minnesota, Colorado, and Hawaii all reported cases in addition to California's confirmed case. To help curb the spread, the Biden administration is requiring all travelers entering the country, including vaccinated U.S. citizens, be tested for COVID within a day of arrival. That does go into effect on Monday.
OU interim head coach Bob Stoops is set to get $325,000 in addition to his regular salary ahead of the Sooners' upcoming bowl game, which we are still waiting to find out what that game will be.
Now, the university president, Joseph Harris, said that the fee was calculated on a per diem basis in terms of Lincoln Riley's salary. OU says it's moving aggressively in its coaching search.
New information says the university expects to interview Cincinnati's Luke Fickell sometime tomorrow. There are some other candidates, Georgia's young defensive coordinator Dan Lanning, who will likely get an interview if no one is hired this weekend, and Brent Venables remains a possibility. He's at Clemson.
Lots of football, whether it be high school, college, professional, but we want to mention Oklahoma State going to be playing Baylor in the Big 12 championship. That game is going to be at 11 a.m. in Arlington. They are one spot away. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4 ranking. They are 5th. And there's got a few things have to happen. Hopefully, fingers crossed, OSU wins, some other folks lose, and that'll bump us up maybe a spot or two. Alan, I know weather-wise, it's going to be perfect for that OSU Baylor game.
Yeah, because it'll be an AT&T Stadium, the roof will be closed. As they hit the button at 75 or whatever. Yeah. Some things do have to happen. The first thing is OSU has to beat Baylor. And then some other things have to take place as well. So let's see what that's going to do for us here. And let's see what's happening here. This morning we have cloud cover moving in. Eventually the clouds are going to kind of thicken up and it'll go cloudy this afternoon. 60 right now, and later today 73 to 75 north, mid to upper 70 south. Very spring-like weather. Here's your Big 12 championship. If you're headed to Dallas today, there's fog in southern Oklahoma and part of North Texas. If you left Sapulpa right now, or Glenpool or anywhere near or south of Tulsa, by the time you get to Dallas, that fog is going to be gone. Tomorrow, there will be a chance for some shower activity off and on through the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's still pretty low until late tomorrow night. And then Sunday night, there could be a couple of thunderstorms, but again, no major issues. Now, we're going to stay with the little football theme here. Class 6A1 championship. These championships are played at Edmond at UCO. This is 1 o'clock tomorrow, Jinx and Union. Kicking off at about 60-61, and then the doubleheader. This is tomorrow night, Class 5A championship. Undefeated McAllister, undefeated Collinsville. 7 o'clock tomorrow night at UCO. This is more typical football weather here. It'll be into the 50s. Right now, 60, dew point 57. That's why we kind of have that patchy fog, that hazy look through northern and eastern Oklahoma. Temperatures right now, some 40s still in the valleys, but it's now 50s and 60s with the south breeze. Highs today, mid 70s Tulsa, upper 70s south. There's a weak boundary boundary that pushes into northern Oklahoma tonight, and it goes to the south. So tomorrow morning we'll start 40s and 50s. There's a chance tomorrow morning for the first part of the day that there could be a small shower, a little pocket of drizzle on a spot or two, but again, low probabilities. This is tomorrow afternoon. Cloudy, north wind for most of the area, but look at the temperature range tomorrow. Near 60 in Pawhuska, lower 70s in southern Oklahoma. Remember, these are highs of the day. So most of northern Oklahoma tomorrow afternoon will be in the upper 50s for most of the day, hitting the 60s and then dropping. Now, this is going to be Saturday night. All right, here's 9, 10, 11 o'clock. Little shower or two, maybe a quick little rumble of thunder through pre-dawn Sunday. That moves away. South winds return Sunday, and we warm back up to near 70. We're not finished with all this yet. We have another front that's going to push through Sunday evening. That's going to bring the colder weather and a very small window for storms Sunday evening near or south of I-40. A few of those may end up being strong to near severe, but Monday we're back to 30s for the morning lows. Daytime highs Monday upper 50s. So to be clear here, we have these low probabilities for sprinkles or small showers for most of the weekend. Not a big issue. Late Sunday night, right along this boundary to the south and east, let's say near Tahlequah, Muskogee, you follow south, a couple of those storms could get a little rowdy, strong to severe. That moves out. You know what moves back in? Colder weather. If you like the warm weather, today is your day. If you like the colder weather, it's going to be Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, Alan, either way, somebody wins. Musician Grady Nichols is preparing for his 5th annual Christmas concert at the Mabee Center. After the break, we're getting a sneak peek of his performance.
Also, a heartfelt goodbye between two brothers as one of them heads back to college. How long they went back and forth trying to get in the last word.